For the Daughter Skate 300, my massive struggle to get the treflip. Disclaimer, this is a long ass video that contains 12 sessions of skating. Use the time codes to jump to one of the last 2 sessions of the video if you just want to check out when things started to click. But keep watching from here if you want to check out the full battle and perhaps learn from my mistakes along the way. Session number 1. So I have battled the treflip for quite a few years, but I was approaching my birthday and I wanted to learn the treflip before turning 46. And what you're seeing me do here is just a practice step where I'm trying to get control of the board enough to land it with my front foot only. After a couple of practice attempts like that, I went on to try to land the trick, but I always got the board too far behind me. And that is my usual problem with the treflip. So that was my best attempt of session number 1. I was just barely nudging the board with my front foot, unable to land the trick. Session number 2. Here I was doing a couple of trade shoves just to get used to the feeling of scooping the board 360 degrees and landing on it. And here I began with the treflip attempts. I kept doing the trade shove every now and then to keep the feeling of how it felt to land on the board in my mind. So whenever you see me land on the board, it sadly isn't a treflip, it's a trade shove. Here I tried to keep my back foot over the tail, but the board kept ending up too far behind me. Session number 3. On the third session I started doing pop shove-its as another way of getting used to keeping my weight over the back foot. I have always struggled a bit with pop shove-its and I often land with too much weight towards the nose. In my mind I saw the trade shove, the pop shove-it and the treflip sort of similar when it came to weight distribution. I get that this probably isn't very exciting to watch, but perhaps someone is struggling with a treflip or another trick and possibly can find it inspiring or comforting to watch someone else facing similar issues. If you look closely, you can see that I started to sort of land with my front foot on the board. The board was still too far behind me and the board was mostly upside down, but still. Session number 4. On the 4th session I kept doing the warm-up by landing a couple of pop shove-its and trade shoves. I felt that was helpful to get the correct weight distribution for the treflip. Now that was the closest that I've been to landing the treflip for a couple of years. I got so stoked by that. Sadly though, I never managed to get that close again this session, not even when I tried holding Leia's hand. Session number 5. Arrived at the 5th session, my body had started to complain about doing hundreds of daily treflip attempts. So I don't have that many attempts before I need to begin with a treflip, because the pop shove-it, the trade shove, treflip, they all work a number on this muscle right here, and I can't do too many attempts, so yeah, time for the trade shoves. Getting my back foot on the tail, but I'm not balanced.
It was time to get started with the tray flips.
It would feel so good to land it. I've been working on it for several years. Come on.
Despite wanting to show you guys the full battle, the real number of attempts was actually way higher than what you guys are seeing here. I think I cut like a third or even more attempts from the video, in a futile attempt trying to not get the video too long. Around here the board actually started staying under me a little more. Sometimes I just had to take a break from the tray flip attempts and do another trick, just to not go crazy. And here I started to do the tray flip attempts while rolling, instead of doing them stationary. I finished the 5th session with some more kickflips. If you have seen my previous videos, you perhaps know that me and kickflips have a sort of love-hate relationship. Session number 6.
So this just happened when I was locking into the coping in the main ramp. The wheel that I was hanging on fell off. So yeah, no worries, but I'm not going to do any tray flips with this board today, I think. Which is a shame, because I had high hopes of doing the tray flip on regular grip tape. So now, DKL, show me what you got. I'm going to start up with a couple of pop shove-its and tray shots. As usual, I've been tray flipping like almost every day for a week now, and if I never learn the tray flip, I at least hope that I will get my tray shoves and my pop shoves a little better. So hopefully you guys will be able to spot some progress during the course of these days.
Around here I think that my tray shove started to look slightly better.
Okay, so the last time it actually felt pretty good when I was doing the tray flip attempts while rolling a little. So sort of like it gave me a little better balance. So I'm a bit scared of it, but I'm gonna start up with doing them with a tiny amount of speed and see if that helps my technique or if it makes it worse. I don't know. All of this is a big mystery to me. I'm gonna shut up now and do the tray flip attempts. I'm also thinking about the back foot, trying to not have it angled as much, but more perpendicular to the board. It feels a bit weird, but I've got a lot of suggestions to try that, so I'm definitely going to try that. Okay, so I'm trying to get my front foot to flick out, but I have this mantle block. It sort of works when I'm not trying to land anything. I'm just doing like this, and I can get my front foot to at least move. But when I'm committing, this leg or ankle or whatever, it freezes up. I think that's the main reason, or a big reason, why I'm not landing the treflip. I'm gonna try just to get my front foot moving slightly.
But I found it super difficult to activate my front foot to do anything at all when I try to land on the board.
I was gonna try a couple of varial flips just to get used to landing on the board.
So on the 6th session I went back to an almost forgotten trick, the varial kickflip. And the idea was that it would help me to like almost do a treflip and getting used to landing on the board and to get my front foot active.
Okay, so I'm basically out of energy, but I'm gonna try to do 5 more treflip attempts. Just trying to have that little tiny varial flip flick in my mind, and the fact that I'm landing on the board. I mean, I basically should just need to do that and scoop it a little extra, but of course that will tilt the board in a different way and the flick is going to get different, and yeah, 5 attempts, then I'm dead. And I'm basically already dead. Okay, so I'm giving up there.
Session number 7. Well, you guys have seen my warm-up routine, but the question is, can you spot some progress with the pop shove-its and the tray shoves? I also kept doing the varial flips. Looking closely, one can see that I'm starting to almost land on the board. I'm getting both the flip and almost the correct rotation. Around here I was definitely more centered over the board, but sadly not enough. Session number 8. Once again, I got some help from my amazing daughter. This is what father-daughter skate is all about. Me and Leia helping each other out, trying to learn how to skate. The problem though with holding on to something or someone is that it messes up the balance somewhat. It feels safer, but also more unbalanced, at least for me. Here I once again took some more help and support from Leia. And here I managed to land one while holding on to Leia's hand. I was so stoked by that. Remember, I've worked on the tray flip for several years, and this was really sketchy, but I still landed on the board, and it felt like progress. Leia also tried one. Session number 9. On the 9th session I followed my routine of trying to land a couple of tricks before beginning with the tray flips. I felt like it wasn't working at all this session, so I did some other tricks just to clear my mind of the tray flip before going back to it. I only did a few more tray flip attempts before accepting defeat this session. Session number 10. On the 10th session I had still not unlocked the secret of the tray flip. That would come the next session. It was still good practice though, and with each of the many attempts the trick got less and less scary. Session number 11. So this session changed everything. It was a day that I unlocked my secret to slay the tray flip dragon. Here I tried to jump with both my feet, even when I did the practice step. And the idea was to get my body used to not immediately putting one foot in the ground. That wasn't my secret that I found this session, however. My main focus this session was to get my front foot flicking. I was very close to giving up here. I did my best to get my front foot flicking with very little result. And here things started to happen. I started putting more pressure on the board with my front foot. and that helped the flick and made the board stay more under me. And I finally got both feet on the board and stayed on the board. Notice how the board didn't end up behind me as much anymore. I really wanted to land the trick here, but I had skated a monster session and I was so tired. I kept landing on the board with both my feet several times. I almost landed it, but my energy had run out and I had to give up for the day. Session number 12. Okay, so I'm pretty close to landing the treflip. And the treflip, that trick has been my nemesis for so long. And I know it's stupid, but I have always thought to myself that the day I can land the treflip, that day I will no longer be a beginner skater. And if you have seen mine and Leia's videos, you may think that, hey, you're not a beginner. And I guess that could be true, but this is like a stupid mental thing that I've always like compared myself against. If you can treflip, well, then you're not a beginner. I have thought that to myself. I have not measured other skaters towards that standard, because I know a lot of skaters that I definitely don't think are beginners that can't treflip. And if you're a beginner or not really isn't down to a certain trick. So I know it's stupid thinking, but if you have seen our previous videos, you probably have drawn the conclusion that, hey, that guy is pretty stupid. So yeah, I have been thinking that to myself. I'm a beginner because I can't treflip. And today, just perhaps, I can cross that threshold and become an intermediate skater. Or a real skater. Something like that. I don't know. I know it's stupid, but it would be awesome if I could land that treflip today. And I hope that you guys will tag along for the ride. I'll see you guys at the skate park. On the 12th session, I was filled with positive anticipation. But the session didn't start very promising. I began with a practice step to get my flicking foot to wake up from the day before. Okay, so I just need to start with. I'm a bit scared too, because I've been in this situation before. Had a session, previous session, where everything felt like it was coming together, and the next session the trick was gone. So it feels like it's a treflip curse, and I'm really scared to do my committed attempts, because it's a risk that this session will be a monumental failure, and I need to accept that the previous session was just a lucky fluke. I don't think so. I think I'm getting closer, but I don't really dare to have too high hopes for the treflip. I'm gonna give it like 20-30 committed attempts. That is probably a lie, but yeah, we'll see. That wasn't good. It wasn't a disaster either. I need to jump. I need to face the slam.
a very good beginning. Okay, worst beginning. What's happening? Yeah, I can feel my front foot isn't doing anything, so I need to do a couple of practice attempts. Just trying to get my front foot operating. Come on, our front foot. Need to get that into the trick. Five of those, and then a committed attempt. One or two committed attempts, and then back to that practice step, 4 or 5 attempts. Oh. Every time that I'm doing an attempt where my front foot isn't doing anything, I need to get back to the practice step. I need to work that into my muscle memory. I'm gonna stop thinking about the back foot. I know what you guys are saying, it's all in the back foot, but for me, the back foot is sort of doing its thing regardless. I'm dropping the front foot, I'm just gonna focus on that. So this is of course draining me an energy. Can't do too much of these practice attempts. Come on, now front foot. That's a couple of committed attempts now. Not feeling optimistic. My front foot will be nothing. You can stop thinking about the back foot. Front foot. Front foot only. And it's doing nothing. Crap, I had this the other day. It's doing nothing. But Andreas has more weight on the front foot. Try that. Yeah, there we have it. It looked weird, but the front foot did something. That is what I'm aiming for. Come on, I had this the other day. Yeah, I'm back. For some reason, I don't know if it's that I'm getting a better balance, but when I have my front foot more towards the nose, the front foot had an easier time flicking. So I need to get back to that. I have been having my front foot quite far back because I saw a lot of tutorials that said that, hey, that's easier. Apparently not for me. Yeah, that's so much better. I didn't get the rotation, but it feels so much better. Both feet are working together. Yeah, I'm on my way. I need to do a bit more with the back foot. No, I said I'm not going to think about the back foot, but once I get the front foot doing something, that both feet together, then I can start to refocusing on the back foot. But right now my main issue is the front foot. I'm going to keep focusing on that, not paying too much attention to the back scoop, and then I can go back to the scoop a bit later when the technique has lodged itself into my muscle memory. I'm hoping that will be a successful strategy. And it is, and it is. It feels so much better. Okay, so even if I don't land it today, I'm not going to be depressed because I feel like the technique that I had the previous session is coming back. That was my main fear, that it just go missing again. I know it wasn't full rotation, but this feels so good because my main issue has been that I haven't been able to keep the board under me. That was bad. Sadly, I'm feeling I've worked this muscle too much the last couple of days. I don't think I have more than like 10 attempts left in me. I'm gonna try to make them count. Oh! I didn't have put I chickened out. That was perfect. I chickened out. Why did I put my front foot down? Damn. In a month, I will be 46 years old, so I want to be able to land all that. Okay, so I'm checking out. I have my pants on, so I should be able to take a slam. Oh, so close. You need to mentally visualize it. And I'm landing with both feet on, because right now I'm visualizing slamming and getting hurt. And I know that's a bad idea, but it's not like it's a voluntary thing. It's fear, pure fear. I'm totally happy with these jumps. It was better in the last session. I got both feet on, do like this a couple times. Woo! And oh yeah, it's still a big improvement over my attempts the last couple of months or years. Okay, I don't know what happened there. Okay, so I was committed. Finally. It looked terrible. I did my best to land on the board. I didn't pull my feet away. So yeah, go for it again. Oh! So yeah, that's what I'm talking about, baby. I feel ridiculous because here at the skate park, every other 13-year-old kid can land a treflip. So it's not like it's a super advanced trick, but I have been working with that trick for so long. I'm just gonna try to... What?
And there it finally happened. It wasn't a perfect rotation, but I counted that one.
I was about to say that I was going to try to visualize it in my head and not worry about the technique. King of the world, baby! Oh, damn! I know, it wasn't perfect, but it's the best tray flip that I have landed in my life. And wow, just wow. I've been struggling with this trick on and off for more than 5 years. I'm actually getting quite emotional here. I know that I'm gonna be on clouds all day, and then in a couple of days I will probably be like, I'm gonna learn lazy flip now. Because most skaters, definitely me, are like that. Always striving towards the next trick, never being happy about where we are. Really stubborn pricks. And yeah, this is so amazing. I don't know what to say. I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now. I'm gonna put out a video where it's probably gonna be the most boring video ever, but I'm gonna put out a video where I'm showing you guys more of the full process that led to that landed trick. Because I went insane. The last couple of months I'm doing like 100, 150 attempts each day, and I've been off the board because I've put too much strain on my body, and I feel like I'm finally maybe I'm gonna be able to rest. But yeah, that wasn't perfect, but it felt good. I'm gonna see if I can land another one. Two to make it two, right? I won't care if I land another one today. I'm just gonna do a few more attempts. And because I feel the progress. I feel like I'm leaving this plateau that I've been struggling on. I just took a peek up the next level, and I feel like I'm moving on from the beginner level to the intermediate level. I don't know if you agree, but that is how I feel about it. And you don't worry if you don't know how to tray flip. That doesn't mean that you're a beginner, because I think I said that in the intro, that I know so many awesome skaters that are 10 times better than me that can't tray flip. It's just a trick. It doesn't hold that much significance, but it has done so for me on a personal level. So that is why I've been struggling so much with this trick. But enough talking, I'm going to try to land another one. I did land that one, but I landed by one rotation. Okay, one more. One more is always alive. I'm a bit lazy with the front one. Okay, I know what you want. You want to see another one? Here's one more. Okay, definitely the last one. Then 5 rolling ones. I don't know if I'm gonna dare to land a rolling one. Okay, I'll check it out. Let's do it. Let's do it, minus. alright. Okay, so almost landed and moving on. Okay, I know that they probably look terrible, but they're committed. I keep going hungry. Probably gonna look worse when I check this out in the editing. I feel like my front foot has come alive. It's sort of still like a zombie, but it's alive. It used to be dead. My buddy Andreas, he told me that when he checked out my treflip attempts, he said that I need to put more pressure on my front foot, and the pressure that I was putting on my front foot was like a newborn baby. So I'm more of an infant now, a 2-3-year-old. But I'm doing something. I'm learning to walk. I'm learning to train. So I know I don't land them, but it's starting to feel kind of easy. That could have been perfect. Too much leaning forward. I know. Okay, I was so much off balance. I'm skating the Adidas, by the way, the Adidas Campus Walk. I started to love these shoes. Just because I'm having progress. Oh, was so close! Yeah, I can't believe that one. You guys did it. Okay, should I be happy there? Maybe. Or not. That was close. Okay, definitely lost the turn now. I need to rest. Okay, so I was super committed. And I'm actually giving up there. But I landed a stationary one. That's freaking awesome. And I was so close to a couple of landed ones. I think you can agree with me on that. I mean, I used to think that can't I just get lucky and land one by accident? And now I'm thinking more like, hey, the fact that I didn't land that rolling one, that was unlucky. So I think the tides have turned and we have entered the freaking treflip area. And I mean, if you dig, watching this old guy, 45 years old, 46 in a month, battling these street tricks, because I think that's quite uncommon. I know many older skaters, they're skating transition, but not that many are skating street tricks, and I think that is a bit tougher on the body. I could be wrong. I'm not talking down on the transition stuff. I wish I had that better. But yeah, I feel like a street skater. And I know a couple of guys, Anthony, Laurent, that are around my age and skating at 48, and Gabs, And I'm sorry, I'm not going to be able to remember it all right now, but I think that if you're 40 plus or 30 plus, whatever age you are, if you're out skating street, I know I'm in a skate park right now, but you know what I mean, street tricks, I think it's pretty awesome. And if you agree, if you dig this in some way, give the video a couple of thumbs up and subscribe, and hopefully you will see me land that rolling treflip in a future video shortly. So yeah, thanks a lot from my heart to you guys for watching this struggle. And I know this was probably this probably will become a super long video, and I don't want to shorten it. I know that a couple of you probably think that long videos are boring, but this is a video about the process, and so I wanted you guys to be able to check out all of the attempts, the struggle, because that's what this channel is about. This is not about shining, this is about showing the hard work. I love you guys, thanks for watching.
So that was a massive video, and if you made it all the way to the end, then you're a true beast. Please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more father-daughter skate content. We love you guys, thanks for watching.